The topic is addition and subtraction of mixed numbers. The question 1 here says simplify 6 whole number 7 over 12 minus 2 whole number 2 over 3. Okay, now the procedure you follow is that the first thing you do is that you deal with your whole numbers. That's the first thing. You deal with your whole numbers. Once you're done dealing with them, that means by either adding or subtracting them. That's what I mean by deal with, not actually killing them or anything. Okay, so once I'm done with my whole numbers, I will then find the LCM of my denominators. Once I've done that, that will then be my common. That will be my common denominator. All right. So once I've found the LCM, the next thing to do is that you divide down. You divide. I could call that DD. You divide down. That means you divide by your denominator, and then what you multiply up. Let me call that MU, not MU. Okay. So that's MU multiply up. So this is the procedure to follow. Okay. Let's solve now. Dealing with my whole numbers, I'm having 6 minus 2. So I'll say 6 minus 2 will give me what? That will give me 4. So 4 is my whole number. I'll place 4 in a big 4 whole number. Then plus the fractions I have. I have 7 over 12 minus 2 over 3. Now I go to the second stage, which says I find the LCM of my denominators. Okay. Now the LCM of 12 and 3 will be 12. You could use your prime factorization method, or I could teach you a method now very quickly. To find the LCM of any number, all you need to do is look out for the bigger number. In this case, it's 12. So I would find the multiples of 12, the smallest one that 3 can divide also. Of course, the first multiple of 12 is 12, and 3 can divide, so that's why the LCM of 12 and 3 is 12. If you can't follow through with it, just use the method you know best. Okay, so the LCM is 12. Now I go to dividing, that's DD, dividing down. I'll say 12 divided by 12 is 1. I'll multiply up, put my times 1 here. 7 times 1 will give you 7 back down. Then minus sign. 12 divided by 3, then that's 4. Multiply up, 2 times 4 will give me what? 8. Alright, so now there's an issue here because I'm having 7 minus 8, which is not possible in quotes now. Alright, because I cannot subtract from a smaller number. So what do I then do? Anytime you're faced with this kind of situation in fractions, you borrow from the whole number. Okay, you can say the whole number is looking very big and fat, so you can always borrow from it. So I'll borrow 1 from 4. When I borrow 1 from 4, I'll be left with what? 3. Okay, let me place my equals so you know I'm following from that step. So I'm borrowing from 4, I am left with 3. Now that one I borrowed, because I borrowed one whole number, okay, that one will change. You know, it's as if my 1 here whole number is changing to 12 over 12. Why is it 12? Because 12 is my denominator. Okay, so that one I borrowed will always change to double the denominator. But in order not to save space and time for this one, since my 12 is already the same, I'll just add that 12 to my numerator part. Now forget the whole story. What I mean is that after borrowing 1 from 4, I'll be having plus. Now that one I borrowed will change to what? 12 plus from my numerator, okay? Making it big enough to subtract 8 from. So that will be 12 plus 7 minus 8, then over 12. I hope you get this. Again, you borrow 1 from your whole number, left with 3. So whatever you borrow will change to 12. That means if I'm having 20 as my denominator, it will change to 20. If I'm having 100, it will change to 100. Whatever your denominator is what you want to change to. Quite clear, okay? So I'm having that I'll be equal to 3 plus, then 12 plus 7 will give me 19. 19 minus 8 will give me 11 over 12. Of course, my answer then is I'll marry them together. And that will give me 3 number, 11 over 12. And that's it. Very easy, quite easy. Okay, simplify 5 number 1 over 5 plus 2 number 1 over 6 minus 4 number 8 over 10. And please don't start speed guessing because you're having 3 fractions. Even if they're up to 10, 20. Same procedure, that's mathematics, you get the answer. Alright, so dealing with our whole numbers, I'm having 5 plus 2 and minus 4. 5 plus 2, 7. 7 minus 4, I have 3. Okay, so my whole number is 3. Okay, so I'll draw my line and let me put my plus here just to guide you. So the LCM of 5, 6, and 10, like I said, using my style, the largest number here is 10. So I'll check out for the multiples of 10 that 5 and 6 can divide. Of course, it is not 10, it is not 20. The LCM is what? 30, because 5 and 6 can divide 30, and that's the lowest. You have 60 as well, but 60 is bigger than 30. So I'll go for the, it said the lowest common multiple. Okay, so that's it. Now dividing down, multiplying them. 30 divided by 5 is 6. I'll multiply by 6 up. 1 times 6, I have 6 here as my numerator, plus 30 divided by 6, 5 times 5 up. I'm having 5 back down. Okay, and then minus 30 divided by 10, I have 3. 8 times 3 is 124. Okay, so moving on from here, I'm still having that my 3 real number is still intact. 3 real number plus 6 plus 5 will give me what's 11 minus 24. Now a similar case to what we just solved. I cannot subtract 24 from 11. Why? Because 11 is smaller. So what do I do? Remember, I'll borrow from 3. So when I borrow from 3, I'll be left with 2. And that one I borrowed, remember, it is no longer 1. It is now a whole, which will change to my denominator, which is 30. So I'll be having that one will change to 30 plus. That's 30 plus 11. Then minus 24 over 30. So now 30 plus 11 is what? 41. Okay, and 41 minus 24. Maybe we'll do that very quickly. 41 minus 24. I'll borrow from 4. Left to 3. 11 minus 4, 7. 3 minus 2 is what? 1. So that will be 17 over 30. You know, doing the wedding ceremony for them. That will be 2 number 17 over 30. Quite easy. Third question is saying find the difference between 3 over number 1 over 3, that's 3 over 1 third, minus 2 number 2 over 9. Okay, so you know the procedure. I'll start with the whole number. So I'll say 3 minus 2. So 3 minus 2 will give me what? 1. So that's my whole number. I'm having 1 as my whole number. My fractions are 1 over 3. Okay, minus 2 over 9. The LCM of 3 and 9, first I put my whole number back here. LCM of 3 and 9, I have 9. Dividing down, 9 divided by 3, I have 3. Then multiplying of 1 times 3 give me 3 back down. Okay, and then 9 divided by 9 is 1. And 1 times 2 will give me 2 back up. Okay, so that will be 1 whole number still here, plus 3 minus 2 will give me 1 over 9. So my answer would have been equal to 1 whole number 1 over 9. So this will tell you that it's not all the time you have to borrow from a whole number. In this case, because 3 minus 2 is very much possible, so I'm not borrowing. Okay, only when you're having a smaller number here that you borrow from a whole number. If not, you subtract normally and you get your answer. Okay, final question. 8 minus 3 whole number 5 over 11. Now you could solve this in 2 ways. I'll explain the 2 ways very quickly so you pick the one that is the most convenient for you. Now the first way is that you change your mixed number to an improper fraction. Okay, so you say 11 minus 3 is 33, and then 33 plus 5 will give you what? 38. That will be 38 over 11. And then you place what? Over 1 for your own number, that's 8 over 1. The LCM of 11 and 1 is what? 11. So 11 divided by 1, 11 times 11 will be up here, that will give you 88 back down. Then 11 divided by 11 is 1, that will be times 1 here, and that will be what? 38. So 88 minus 38 now will give me what? That will give me 50 over 11. Of course, I can't leave it like this. Change it to a mixed number. 11 and 50 will be what? 4 whole number 6 over 11, and that's your answer. Now the second rule will be that you would borrow 1 from 8. Remember I said that 1 whole will always change to double your denominator. My denominator here is 11, so that one will change to 11 over 11. So what I mean, I'll borrow 1 from 8, I'll be left to 7. Then that one I borrow will change to what? 11 over 11. You know, doubling my denominator. Minus 3 number 5 over 11. So the normal way, I'll say 7 minus 3 will give me what? That will give me 4. Okay, that's 4 whole number. Since I'm having the same denominator for the both of them, I'm having just 11 here. Now subtract the numerator, that will be 11 minus 5. So my answer will be equal to what? 4 whole number 6 over 11. The same answer. Just pick the one you're good with. Okay, so that's all for today. I do hope you understand.